I have proper upset Chris. What are you doing, reinventing the wheel? As usual, guys, we might not actually use this bit of video, and I'm not even going to bother with the intro. I'm going to do the description and the title of this video, and there's no clickbait involved. I genuinely am sitting in my van. The vehicle's going to be here in 10 minutes. And I think I am risking my friendship with Chris. I buy the cars, I've took a chance, and believe it or not, the minute I paid for it, I thought, have I made a boo-boo here? And I really don't know. So wish me luck, keep your fingers crossed. Let's just roll straight into it. Not something you've ever heard me say on camera, and something hopefully you don't hear me say again, but I think I've messed up here, guys. I really do. I've just run Chris. He said it'd be 2 minutes. He's actually been out, and I'm kind of dreading it, if that makes sense. I didn't realise it was stripped to this degree. We're in luck. Here he is. I'm not scared, like Chris is not going to whack me, but we kind of had a bit of a talk when we was away, and yeah, we didn't get the normal stop there and have a look, did we? I definitely think I'm in a bit of trouble. Let's wait for him to come out, guys, and see what he says. Guys, it is the next morning, and I can't help but think I have proper upset Chris. He didn't say a word, he didn't come out. I waited there at least 5 minutes, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna go home. I haven't spoken to him last night via text or telephone, so I guess I just don't know until I get there. I've got my fingers crossed it's gonna be all right. What I do know is he had a 90-minute appointment yesterday, actually having a tooth repaired that he's been having a bit of grief with, so I'm kind of hoping that it's that he had the hump with and not me. So all I'll say is I am heading to the yard today in the Lamborghini so that I can get a quick getaway if I need one. So wish me luck. Let's head to the yard. Nothing. I've just driven all the way to the Isle of Sheppey this morning. Get Chris's favourite coffee, Starbucks. Hopefully soften the blow a little bit. Yo! What are you doing, reinventing the wheel?
Well, funny you should say that. But I am actually doing Sunday.
Oh, Sunday bonus video.
Sunday video.
Guys, for those of you that do want to watch that, that's going to be out. Is that coming this Sunday, Chris?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll let you stop that.
Yeah.
Am I safe to come in?
The bigger question is, what are we doing buying more piles of junk?
Oh, mate, honestly, it had to be done. It had to be. I know what you're going to say as well.
What about the conversation we had?
I've got you a Starbucks.
Yeah, I can see that. Was it bribery?
It is a little bit. I'm going to be honest with you. That deal was half done before we even had that conversation. Right. And where you seem so happy, I didn't want to mention it. Have you had a look? I didn't. As a tooth, first of all.
Yeah, perfect.
It wasn't yesterday though, was it?
No,
I could. I just thought right. I'm not. When you drove in, I thought I'm not even going to go there. No. I just went home. I didn't even say goodbye. I was
running late though as well. So
all right.
It was.
We're going to have a look round. Have you had a little look round
I
it?
have, yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I haven't obviously unwrapped all to see what's with it, but it's like everything, isn't it? It depends how much we paid for it, doesn't it?
Come on out. I'll tell you all
if
about
it's a bargain,
it. Did you hear me coming this morning? Did you? Oh, you're grinding. I've come in a Lamborghini in case I do a quick getaway. Let's get out there. Yeah. Oh, that's happy to hear.
Well, you might have
mate,
to.
That's happy to hear you laughing. Do not watch the start of this video until it goes out. You're gonna. I think you'll like it.
I don't really watch them anyway.
No,
do I?
oh, cheers. Right. So, guys, that is a huge relief. Genuinely, Chris, throughout this video, I've been like, I really think I've jeopardised our friendship to a degree. Well, I know what you said. You said no more long-term projects until we finished what we got. But I know when I was having this deal, don't wander off too far because we do want to hear. I know when I was doing this deal, you have got a soft spot for Land Rovers.
Oh, I've had a lot of Defenders.
Let's just mention it briefly. You actually used to do a lot with Land Rover Defenders, didn't you? Yeah. Even a bit of export to Belgium.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I was quite lucky to have a little deal where I was getting a lot of National Farmers Union, and a lot of it went to Belgium. But I built quite a few myself. So.
I remember it quite well. You've probably still got some bits. Well, I hope so, because it looks like we're going to need them.
Do you know what the crazy thing is? You know when we done the scrap the other day?
Yeah.
I had a box of nuts, bolts, door shims, door hinges, all bits and bobs left over.
And they're gone. Maybe I should have mentioned this beforehand. Right, this has been going on for 3 weeks in the background. But the guy had this in his garage in bits, and I'm going to be honest with you, he had to wait till all of Santa's elves turned up to help him wrap it. It has taken him quite a long time to get everything where it needs to be. But I'm not even going to lie, I only know what the guys told me. So what have we got? You know what that is?
130.
Right.
130, and it's got a 300 TDI in it.
It has.
But that's as far as I've gone with it, really.
Well, you've had the bonnet open?
No, I've just had a quick walk around it, but...
Right, do you want to hear the story? Because I know everyone else is going to want to hear it. Very, very similar.
I hope the story is you got a buyer for it, Rob.
Oh, no, come on. The story of this is very, very similar to the RS 2000. This was actually sat in a field.
Right.
It was rotten as a pear.
Right.
The chap bought it, applied for a logbook.
Right.
Applied for a logbook for it. Logbook come, all singing, all dancing. He started stripping it down, started getting to work on it. Police at the door.
Right.
Stolen. Someone's claimed ownership.
Right.
Whole rigmarole. He's been going through it. Took a long time. All now done and dusted. Got all the paperwork. All in his name. He said, you know what? I've lost heart in it, just like you lost heart in that RS 2000. Do you want to buy it? The price was... 1,000. I've just showed Chris my fingers there, and I knew just by what you told me all that time ago, she is sitting on a brand new galvanised chassis.
I guess how much they are now, but years ago they were nearly.
And that's over £3,000.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Yeah.
It's got brand new springs on it, brand new shocks, guys. I'm just going to tip up there because I don't want to show another project. He has done a lot to it. There's also some paperwork in my van. I'm going to have to take my car home now I know that I haven't got a wheel spin out of here. In my van is the paperwork. The engine has had a full overhaul. Heads have been done. It is all sorted. The gearbox has been rebuilt. Front and rear. I've lost the word, Chris. Diffs have been rebuilt. And like I say, it's sitting on that galvanised chassis. It is... I don't know what's here. But you'd have to watch the time lapse. On the back of my recovery truck, it is covered in more stuff.
Yeah, I did see it.
But I thought, worst way, we're not going to be stuck with this. And I know, I've just told you the price. There's profits in this.
Yeah.
How much is this worth in bits? Just off the top of your head.
Well, more than what you've just said.
Right, exactly. So, I know we're not in the market for breaking vehicles, but are they the right wheels?
They're right. Wrong wheels.
At first, I must admit, because it's an S-Reg, I've done a little bit of research. I'm not brilliant, but I thought it was a TD5. But it's not. It's a 300. But I think first things first is probably...
Just see what we've got on it.
Pull it into the yard.
We don't want to go silly, do we?
No.
Just have a look and see what's there.
Yeah, pull it into the yard and actually unwrap it.
Yeah.
And see if we can notice anything substantial missing and just pretty much go from there. What I did have to do, I tried pushing it forward last night. That prop was hitting, so I've tied that up on a bit of rope because I just walked. I thought if you try and move it, it's not going to move. So I've tied that up. That's spinning when you push it, but it was whacking on the chassis. So, mate, do you want to get it
Yeah.
Are you, honestly, are you angry about this, or you all right?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Thank God for that. Oh, you weren't meant to hear that.
But that's a lot of work to put that back to
To be honest with you,
a sellable motor, really, isn't it? I think.
I didn't think that far ahead. You know me. Act first, think after.
Yeah. I think my gut feeling is we see what's there first, and then. But I don't think we're going to have time any time soon to get on this one.
No.
I think we'll have to park this one and forget about it for a while.
Right. Yeah. I do. Can you? I'm going to say it on camera now, Chris, and you'll hear it so that you will remind me.
Yeah.
I want to do a massive, very quickly, but a big update about the LSE right at the end of this video. But for now, let's actually pull this in with something.
Well, I think get the digger out, tow it in, park it up in the yard where it's going to sit for the next 5 years. I'm worried about it, but
let's unwrap it, won't we?
We got there, don't we?
Yeah. Let me stand this side because people will hear you better because the microphone's this side.
But anyone that's into these Defenders will know that the panels alone on them are worth,
good money.
Yeah. If it's got half decent doors and back a cab, is it? I'm looking at it and I'm thinking,
I think it's a single cab.
Yeah, single cab.
With a long body.
Yeah.
Drop side body, you said?
Yeah, nice.
Let's get it in and unwrap it. It's like Christmas, sort of. What a relief. Chris has just gone to get the digger and it has all panned out okay. I was borderline there whether he was going to go mad or not, but I guess because I kind of knew that he loves these and he's had them before, I got away with this one. While we was in Lithuania and Chris was talking to one of their technical guys there, you know what he's like, takes it all in, all the information. I actually went in the office, the guy was on my case about paying for this, and I actually got the guys in the office to do a check for me, so let's roll that clip. And just like that, we come to Lithuania to check this one. I don't think we're going to be able to make a habit of coming all the way here to check the vehicle, but we've actually got one of the car vertical guys running the check as we speak. It's just loading up and checking through all of the countries there. And view report.
Yeah,
and
is clear.
All good. A few advisories there on MOTs, but it is a very, very old vehicle. Yeah, all good. Mileage all good. Can you show us an example of a bad report?
Yes.
Just so people know what to look for when checking your vehicle. I would say that was a little bit of a faff getting that in, but it was all right, wasn't it? Little digger never lets us down. Chris has got the Stanley knife and he's starting around now.
No, just having a look.
Where to start? What we don't want to do is cut through any seats or rubbers.
We'd be lucky if it's got good seats, I would.
Yeah, definitely. Mate, start cutting away.
Are you doing it live or time lapse?
Well, let's just have a little bit of live. Chassis looks nice. That's handy.
There is a date on it, the chassis.
Oh, is there?
2014.
Right.
So, someone else has had a long-term project, I think, don't you?
I'm sure in the pictures the guy sent me, I'm going to show you, all of this was white. This might have been blue.
That's had that bed liner stuff.
That's what it does feel like it.
It's,
I like grey on the Land Rovers, but not bed liner, no.
Well, we've got a backer cab there.
That's handy.
Yeah, that is handy. Have we got a roof? We've got doors there on the look of it.
They're the wrong colour.
Yeah.
Showing a bit, sir, is she? Bits of this, bits of that.
That's the roof.
Is it?
Seat boxes there, look.
Chris, honestly, I'll look a bit foolish if I try and say anything about any of this stuff because I've never worked on one.
Yeah, I think the seat box needs a bit of repair, don't you?
Yeah. Keep cutting, cut this one. I'm trying to keep the wind noise out of me camera.
That's just,
There's actually a lot of stuff in there, isn't there? Sorry about the wind noise if there is any. You can see how windy it all is with this black wrap flying around. A couple of bits I noticed, I don't even know how the recovery truck driver made it back without losing it. Mind you, it was behind his cab, so, but it definitely ain't got no screws in it. First impressions, I know you're only halfway through. Does it look like some important parts are there?
yeah, that's obviously the back of the cab and the roof and the seat box. We need
2 doors.
Galvanised rails that go in here.
Right.
And that kind of complete the cab then.
The cab assembly.
Cab assembly.
I'll tell you what, this
We're
might...
not overly worried about the body for the back, are we? Because
we can make something.
well,
I'm getting ahead of myself, and Chris, I am going to just whip this onto a bit of time lapse because this might take some time. He did say there was some extra spares.
That looks like a fraud, doesn't it? No.
We'll go through it all once we got it off. Yeah, let's flip over to a bit of time lapse. Going to pause there for a moment. It looks like there's the majority of it is here, but the bed is actually a drop side. You can see one of the drop sides is on there, and it actually looks like it's an 8-foot bed, Chris, possibly. I mean, it's gone all the way from there to here, so it's definitely a nice long one. But what we've actually decided to do is actually remove this bed because it's sitting on top of the doors, the roof there, and we're going to unload this and actually put it in the back of another trailer that we've got, just to get that out of the way, and that'll allow us to bring in the other stuff that's on the back of my truck. Half a mirror. Oh, is it?
Yeah, they're the galvanised rails that are like the seal.
That's what you was talking about a minute ago.
Yeah, so there's a pair of them.
There's a lot of bits here.
An extra front panel there, doesn't there?
I don't know, mate. I can't even see it. Right, okay.
Yeah.
So we get this loaded onto the back of that trailer, and then that'll allow us to get to a bit more stuff. You can see the actual bulkhead of the body of this one is actually sitting there in the back, but it's nice now we're starting to get down to it and seeing exactly what we got. Let's carry on. Fair bit of time there for me and Chris stripping that off, and I'll be honest with you, I never moan about something, especially when you buy it blind. I always stand on, but it's not really as nice as it looked in the pictures for me, and I've just shown Chris the pictures and he completely agreed. There is a lot of parts. We've got the fuel tank, there's 2 radiators, 2 intercoolers outside, and it seems like
pretty much it's all there.
It's all there, but there is like 2 of some things. Both doors are there, the rear bulkhead's there, the roof is there. I mean, they do want some work. The floors are there, seat box is there. It all of that side of stuff seems to be there, and everything on the bed we could see was there, apart from one drop side. Door panels are there, air box, and there's various boxes of other bits, including this brand new pipe set that was under the bonnet. Do you want to lift that up, Chris? 300 TDI. I mean, the guy, I can't sugarcoat it. We've got receipts to say the engine's been done, but I can also see someone's attacked it with a rattle can, because they've painted quite a lot of it. There is a lot of new parts there. Like, the only really rusty parts I can see when you bend down here is like what did you call these top parts, Chris?
Turrets.
The turrets. But there's actually 2 brand new galvanised ones there to go on it. So yeah, a lot of work, but a lot of parts there for it, and I'm sure it is a nice project, isn't it? But
it is a project for someone, but not for us, I don't think.
It's not going to be for us, guys. So as fast as this one come in the yard, let's sit down and do the numbers on it. So is it a bit of a downer? Not really, is it?
No.
It's not, is it? It is what it is. It's just not as nice as I expected it to be. And like Chris said, we really do want to get to work. So on some other projects. I did promise, just before we move on to that, I'm going to do the numbers in a sec. I did promise I'll do a bit of an update on the LSE. So we was trying to get some bits for the sunroof and they was on back order. They're going to be in really soon so that we can put that cassette back in. But actually we dropped round, for those of you that remember in the last video, we dropped all the panels round to the paint shop and asked him to base and paint all of the insides of all of the panels, do the roof and the scuttle on the actual car. So when we went round there and picked the car back up, he'd done all of the B posts all the way, A, B, C posts all the way around it, and done the doors on the passenger side and the wing. But the other sides, we was just waiting to get back. And now he's actually quit and someone else has took over the workshop. I actually went down there and had a bit of a meeting with him yesterday. And I've actually now asked the new guy in the paint shop to get on and get those doors done because they're still there. He's a friend of the original guy. So hopefully in the very near future, we'll be able to get those doors back and start a little video on that, just even building the doors up and getting it back to where it should be, because we've still got all of that inside the container and we could do with having that container back for other projects. So the Land Rover guys, a chap reached out to me, told me the story. He was like 3,000 quid. And in the end, I bought it and we paid £3,000 for it. Well, Chris, you don't have to pay 1,500 of that. I will take it on the chin. And believe it or not, it was right up near the border for Wales, and it actually cost £600 to have that recovered down here. So it actually owes us £3,600. Chris is adamant you will never buy one of them for that money. He said that is still cheap at that money. But he said, you know what, because it's not for us, don't sell it for a profit. If one of you guys does want it as a project, or you know anyone that wants it as a project, we're actually going to take our money back on that one, aren't we? We definitely wouldn't lose money on it. We definitely wouldn't take a bid on it, because ultimately, in the end, we'd just sell the chassis to one person and the engine and all the other parts to somebody else. We know what they're worth. So that was a very strange video. Number one, what was going on, I thought I was going to upset Chris, and then we come to this bit of a, it's not, like I just said, it's not bad, but it's a bit of a downer for me because I was quite excited about it, and it was quite an adventure going through it, wondering how much trouble I was in. So that's the end of the Land Rover 130 TDI. Is there anything I need to add about that vehicle in case someone is interested? Because I'm going to put it on Instagram probably Monday.
Well, everything we've shown in the video comes with it.
Everything comes with it, and there's quite a few more bits. So fuel tank.
Panels are by no means perfect.
No.
I think that shows in the video anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, but it does appear to be pretty much all there.
Apart from that one drop side we noticed was missing.
One drop side. Yeah, chances are someone who's going to build that up might build their own body on it though, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
so yeah, you've got to allow for a couple of little parts missing, but there it is, guys. I'm going to chuck it out on Instagram on Monday. And of course, if any of you are interested, drop your comments in the comment section down below. Drop your comments in that Instagram post once it goes live with your telephone number, and I'll call you back the order that they come in. Don't forget, please like, subscribe and share, and we'll see you on Monday for the next one.